Good evening, everybody. DJ Styles. Okay, what am I going to talk about? You guessed it. Night Creeper, 1978. Look, every time I turn around, I see a picture and I turn this thing and the shadows aren't quite right. And I realize I have to do a little bit more sculpting and a little bit more sculpting and hone in on this thing, which is great because I really want this sculpture to be perfect, as close to the original 1978 mask. It's not so much looking like the original 1978. I think what it is, it's the best looking Michael Myers, I think, is what it comes down to. I can't even begin to explain. Let me see. Trying to duplicate that mask is really, really, really difficult because you don't have a 3D sculpture in front of you to copy, or even a mask to copy. Everything is off of 2D pictures. So, what I've come to the conclusion that you have to constantly turn and move and manipulate this mask from all angles just to get the look right. And what happened was I was looking at like photos and all different lighting from different effects with some of the other people's sculptures, and I noticed that my cheek right here was the shadow was too dark underneath the cheek. That means there was not enough clay in this area. So I put some more clay up underneath this cheek and then rehoned this a little bit, and it took away a little bit of cheek here so it wasn't casting this dark shadow over the whole thing. What was happening is that it was literally casting a really dark shadow, and no matter where I put the light, that was scary unless I almost threw it right right directly at it. So with that being said, I also created this little V effect here that was in the original sculpture as I looked into it a little better with different photos, and got a hold of some really good photos that really revealed a lot of the details that I didn't see before. So that's really what the magic is. I mean, it's not like I can sculpt anything. I think I could really sculpt anything, but you've got to have a really good, like if this was another sculpture side by side, or it was a mask, I'd have the shape down perfect because I'd be able to see exactly how it was made. But when you're working off of 2D pictures, most times, and hopefully you get a lot of different pictures, a lot of different angles, a lot of different, that's the key. So after going back on the internet and really, really researching and looking for a lot of photos and really looking at them closely, I was able to determine that, I wasn't quite done. So what I did was I, touched up where I thought it needed more clay right in here. I still don't like that line right here yet. I'm going to I don't know if that's the angle. Maybe it has to come down straighter. I don't know. But this here is definitely there in the mask. This side of the cheek is, I'm happy with this side. This side, it looks pretty good. The main thing is the expression. That expression right there says Michael Myers to me, no doubt about it. So this is my Night Creeper in 1978, and I'm not going to say finished, because if I turn this thing another direction, another angle, and I see something else wrong, I'm going to keep working on this thing until I'm out of time. I think what it is right now we got a lot of cold weather, so I can't do any molding. I can't get a hold of latex for right now because they won't ship it in cold weather. Latex does freeze. You know, there's water in it, and it will freeze, and it destroys the latex. So they won't even ship it, especially this time of the year. So I got to wait for spring before I can get my latex. And, you know, I'll get like 20 gallons of that, and you know, I'm going to test the market with this mask on eBay. That'll be my first place where I sell this mask. And I might be on eBay for about 6 months just to see how this thing, you know, sells. We'll see. We will see just how the market, you know, what it's, you know, right through the Halloween season. I think this Halloween coming, this will be on eBay. And I don't believe it's going to go cheap. But then again, I might be wrong. You know, my starting bid's going to be pretty high. Not going to talk about that right now. But that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to test the market, see how collectors like it. You know, I'll give you all the different angles. Up over the head. You know, clay looks a little shiny because I got it a little too smooth right now. But that's okay. That'll... And that's, yeah, you know what? That's a really nice angle. I can see that cheek. That's just right now. Yes, sir. It looks good. Yeah. Anybody out there that sculpts this guy, you know, give me your feedback. Always welcome. I don't. Criticism that's unguided is just, I like constructive criticism. I don't like just negative feedback. Negative, just don't know what the reasons are for some people that feel that they have to degrade something that, you know, somebody else did. But anyway, I don't play into that anyway. It's just not my thing. But I welcome constructive criticism all the time. Are you kidding me? If it's you know, I haven't been doing this a long time. There's guys that have been doing this for 25, 30 years and still struggle to do this mask, the Michael Myers mask. And I'm happy with my second try, my second go at it. I'm really happy with this sculpture. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you, I mean, I've sculpted before, but in wood. Actually, relief carving is what they call it. I've never worked with clay up until last year, right when the pandemic hit. When we hit in March was the first time I actually touched clay. And my first mask was the Night Creeper. And that one there, I rushed it. I was trying to get it done in time for Halloween. You know what? I was never really happy with it, you know, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to go back to the drawing board. And I waited till this fall. And I started again. And that's what I did. I started over again. I probably got a couple 100 hours of work into this. But who cares? I enjoy the sculpting part of it. It's really fun. Sculpting is a great release. I want to say relief too, but release for me. It takes my mind off of everything and anything. You know, it's a really good stress reliever. I still love my music too. I'm still DJing. I'm still doing well over at the Inlet in North Wildwood. I'm a little worried over there because they had some severe flooding over this last couple of days with the snowstorm. The flooding was horrendous. So hopefully the Inlet did okay. They're okay. Don't know for sure. I know they're in the middle of remodeling the downstairs. So, but this is it. Night Creeper, 1978 so far. I will not say I'm finished yet because every time I turn this thing just a little bit this way or a little bit that way, or I look at another picture and I go, wow, there's something missing here, and have to figure it out. And 9 times out of 10 I do, and I fix the issue. But this is it. Night Creeper, 1978. I want to say, give me some constructive criticism. Tell me what you think. Peace. And have a great great weekend.